In this video, I'm going to talk about the much needed self-confidence, because I always see people from any age group, I would say starting from teens, students or young adults or married couples, whoever they may be. I would say that many people are suffering from lack of confidence. And in my clinical experience, whenever I diagnose any disorders, the main core issue would be lack of self-esteem. So I thought it's very important to address this self-confidence and self-esteem, which are two different terms and concepts, but then the rules are the same. So here in this video, I'm going to discuss about the concept of self-confidence and where it comes from, what are the causes of lack of self-esteem. And you'll be wondering, why should I know these kind of things? It's even before we would actually plunge upon the actions of how do we improve our confidence, because many videos talk about the behavior aspects, like how to improvise your self-confidence. Not many people benefit from it because there is some underlying core issue, that is your attitude of the belief system, which may stop you from actually trying those activities, trying those behaviors actually. So that is why, as a psychologist, I want to go to the roots of it and explain you why it may be a barrier for you to when you're trying to improve your self-confidence in this video. So in the subsequent video, I'll be definitely talking about behaviors and activities, what you can indulge in so that you can definitely improve your self-confidence. And to start with, obviously self-confidence is beneficial in all the walks of life, be it your success, be it your happiness, be it your managing your stress in life, and also to manage your relationships, manage your career. For all these things, it's very important that you're confident. Imagine a person who's not confident, he wouldn't even try a new job. He would feel that I may have a lot of self-doubts, I don't know I can even go to that, and simply get stuck with the same job, the same company for more than 10-15 years. So I think you could relate to this example. Similarly, you could see people can't try new things also. And also people get into a lot of self-critics, as well as they turn out to be very, very sensitive people. And in front of those people, it can be your friends, it can be even your spouse, or it can be a sibling or friendship. Most of the times we see this kind of things happening among friends. Like you can't say few things because, oh, she's there, she's super sensitive, don't talk about it. So even for managing that criticism, you need to have self-confidence. So these are the reasons why you need to really pep up your self-confidence, and especially for students who are going to attend interviews and who are waiting for placement, for those people, and for even preparing for examinations, you need this much needed self-confidence. And again and again talking about this term. So on what basis do we develop the self-confidence? Does it depend on your beauty, or does it depend on your wealth, or does it depend on your success, or does it depend on your marks, or does it depend on your caste? So like this, the questions of, where do we get this kind of esteem of, feeling that I'm worthy enough, I do deserve this in my life. So where do we get it from? So some people may bet on their beauty and can post a lot of photos in Insta or social media to get as much like, and they just fill that their self-esteem. And some people do want to get a lot of marks by which they want to feel good about themselves. So people are always looking out for reasons to feel good about themselves. But I would say a very surprising fact that self-esteem does not depend on these factors at all. You can still feel good about yourself, and there are a lot of examples you could see around, from all around you itself. Let's take even politicians, or even from film industry, wherever you could see the icons who are like icons of success. You can't see always the strengths in them. They also have their own weaknesses, and if you think the self-confidence or self-esteem depends on beauty, that I should be more fair, I should fit into the so-called beauty formula, then only I'll feel confidence. I'm sorry, it is wrong. Because you could see a lot of successful people don't fit into that so-called great looks. I know often the thing is said, like, the saying is about beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. But still you could see a lot of posts in Instagram and wherever you could see in social media. People who don't fit into that so-called beauty formula also get more likes. So how is it even possible? You think about the leading heroes. Do they really look that good? And also, do they really have that six-pack or much needed beauty formula? Not always, right? So why is it then they are successful? It is because that these people have confidence, and people who are really even talented, having the much needed looks, may also end up as a failure because they're not confident. So this is the very much needed factor for success. So that's why I'm telling you, Please understand from today that your self-confidence or self-esteem does not depend on these kind of factors. Yes, but one thing is important, then you need to taste the success. People say that, okay, I've not had any success, only failures, doctor. Then how do you say, I should feel good about myself? The thing is the other way around. Only when you feel good about yourself, when you have a positive ideas about your own self, you will be even able to reach that success point. So the first thing is you need to pep up your confidence levels. And now the question is, why some people, despite their so-called success in their life and also getting good marks and also despite being the killer look, they also lack confidence. But the question is why? For which you need to understand what are the factors which which actually predicts the self-confidence or builds the self-confidence in a person right from the childhood, and what are the factors that affects the self-confidence which has already been built. So the number one factor is about parenting experiences or early childhood experiences, wherein if you are being brought up by critical parents where they always doubt you, always criticize you, higher the parental injections we call in transactional analysis. So here we could say that the children can also suffer from lack of self-esteem, and especially children who are like brought up by parents who are like more authoritarian, always criticizing about them and always feeling that you're not good enough. This kind of comments may also rip a person from their much needed self-confidence from their childhood. And even then when they are able to succeed a lot of things in life, they still are actually fighting with the self-doubt and they lose self-confidence just like that. Okay, so this is very important to know that. So even if you are also like that, if you are also brought up by you had such childhood experiences, then it would be very difficult. Even if you could follow a lot of tips to improve your self-confidence, you will find yourself in various circumstances losing your self-confidence very quickly. Just one critics can even rip you off that self-confidence which has been built by a lot of success and all that. And the next thing is, if you're being traumatized by abuse or child abuse, emotional abuse, sexual abuse, a lot of chances that your self-esteem can be still low. And this is one more thing which you need to note. And despite any other tips, you still can't pep up your self-confidence. Only when you address this trauma in your life, maybe you have to go to counseling and get psychotherapy, only then you can improvise on your self-confidence. The next thing is because of the failures in life. Many people also fail, but still some people just get back to their original levels of functioning, that they are resilient. But some people succumb to the failure and they believe and they become so hopeless that and they lose all their confidence. So failures and continuous failures in one's life can also rob one of their self-confidence. So these are the factors which can make a person lose their confidence, and it's very difficult for them to follow any tips just like that. So they should understand that they need to address these underlying factors, or at least being aware of such factors through this video or through any other sources will help you to understand yourself better, and only then you can build upon the much needed confidence. And as a self-confident person, you should also know one more fact, that any confident person will not only have strengths, he also will have his own list of weaknesses. Many people wrongly believe that the confident people are the ones who are like perfect and who do not have any defects and they are like perfect creatures, they can do everything at the one shot. Wrong. They do everything by practice. They do have failures and setbacks, but the thing is they can bounce back, as I told earlier. So please understand that every human beings are like never flawless. We are all flawed and we can never be perfect. Human is to err. So please understand that, and failures will actually make you to doubt yourself. But the one thing you should understand is that we need to learn from the mistakes, but not plunge into the ocean of self-doubt, which is never going to again put you in the path of success. So failures are only teaching one thing. The thing is that you need to learn from the mistakes and go on with it, not like again and again increasing your own self-doubt or self-critics. See, you may have done a lot of things, put a lot of efforts for an assignment or for a meet, or in your corporate work, you would have done so much of work you would have done. Maybe the result is not as what you expected. Let's say a student preparing for NEET or IIT JEE and he's put so much of effort, but finally the result is not actually good. But then it's a failure. They may think, okay, it's my failure, I failed. But what they don't see or blind to the fact that they put so much of effort into it. And you need to celebrate your success at every point of your life. And that is more important than the outcomes of life. So when you could celebrate your success and celebrate your efforts, eventually you will also be the successful person. So our mind is actually trained in a way to look only to the negative side of what we are not capable of, and always criticizing us when you're alone, left alone. Listen to those very critical self-talks. When you could see something talking in your head negatively about you, immediately substitute with a positive thought. For example, it could say that you're not good enough, you're not going to pass in this, you're never going to get the placement, or all these are self-talks which keep continuously coming to your head without your knowledge, and probably will bring down all your confidence by own critics. That is the moment you will have to fight back and say, I can do it. It's possible for me to do it, and also all is well, I can definitely win. These are the kinds of positive vibes you give it to your own self during such things, not only giving affirmations but also acting upon it. So you should understand that these are the subconscious and factors which you do not know, like which is actually robbing away the much needed confidence from you. So I understand that this video would have given you clear understanding about how self-confidence is very beneficial, and what are the underlying of secret factors which are like responsible for our self-confidence right from our childhood, and what are the factors which are like, making us to remain lack of confidence despite our successes. So this understanding will definitely give you an idea about yourself, and you should also understand the basic principles of life. So with this understanding, the next video you can listen to the very practical tips about how to improve your confidence. There I'll be giving a lot of psychological tips to increase your confidence for success and happiness in your life. So stay tuned. Have a very nice day. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed. Take care. Bye.